What's up, everybody? It's Christopher Eagle here. I tell you what, I'm not at a house today. I'm actually at my good buddy. I'm with Addison Barnhart of Grisham and Barnhart Attorneys. These guys are killer closers. Let me tell you, oh my goodness, man. I so appreciate you for being here, doing this thing with me, and answering a few questions, man. So
Yeah, happy to be here. Thanks.
that's good, man. Absolutely. So, what's one of the biggest things that you would recommend to somebody that is buying a house when it comes to closing?
So, a purchaser buying a house, the one big, bright, shining thing that comes to my mind is movers and scheduling your moving trucks.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people, I always try and tell realtors and other people, don't schedule your moving trucks on a Friday, on the day you're supposed to close, because so many things can happen. With, you know, you got to depend on money going all over the country with wire payments and everything else. And though we always try to close on time, and closings are mostly happy occasions. Sometimes you can get angry people because they've got the moving trucks there and we can't get to the courthouse before 4. So try and schedule your moving trucks to come a couple days after closing. That's what I would tell buyers to do.
Man, that's perfect advice. Absolutely. I can't even speak to that enough, man.
We want everyone to be happy, you know?
Exactly.
And that'll reduce the stress, I promise you. Yeah.
So the same thing, what would be, for somebody that's on the listing side, on the selling side, what's something that you would recommend to them?
Yeah, that's, you know, sellers have it a lot easier than buyers do. A lot less documents to sign at closing. And you can actually, we do a lot of closings that are remote closings for the sellers, because we can just email them the deed and they can just send it back to us. So, you know, it's a lot easier on the seller side, I'd say. But one piece of advice is that you got to know that the buyers are going to be walking that property the morning of closing, so you better have everything out and have done everything they want to do. If you've got a question about whether something's a fixture or whether, you know, it's gonna be personal property and go with the house, you should probably ask your realtor and take care of that up front rather than waiting for the buyers to do their walkthrough and say, why haven't you moved, you know, this stuff? So,
Absolutely. Oh yeah. Absolutely. And what's something that maybe people don't realize, or they kind of maybe forget about closing or during the closing process?
Well, I think that there's a couple of terms. I remember that before I really did this, I was learning about words like escrow and title insurance. And even though I would look those words up or people would explain them to me, I still wouldn't really be comfortable knowing what they were. And title insurance, that's you're dealing with a lot of different types of insurance when you're buying a home. You've got homeowners insurance. Sometimes you might have mortgage insurance, and everyone's talking about title insurance. And so that's just making sure that all the liens and everything's cleared on your home, that you've really reduced the risk of anyone coming and claiming some type of ownership or security interest in your home. And so title insurance ensures you that you've got free and clear ownership of your home. And so those are, to get used to those terms, to ask your closing attorneys about title insurance, that's probably a good thing to do up front. Yeah.
Okay, man, that sounds good. That's perfect advice, man.
Well, owners. So your lender's always going to recommend title insurance. You're always going to have to get it, but owner's insurance is optional. So you should ask your closing attorney about, you know, do we need it or not?
Right.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. If there's one thing that maybe makes your life easier when it comes to, I don't know, the client and yours relationship, or, you know, building to closing and doing the closing, like, what is there one thing that maybe is good to know, or for someone to know to make your life a little bit easier on your end?
You know, it's not. I don't really think so. I mean, it's usually a happy process. It's, you know, goes efficiently.
Yeah.
You know, making sure that people have got their money ready to send. You know, sometimes you think you've got to sell stock or do something to come up with that 20% or whatever down payment, and you want to make sure you get that a couple days beforehand, because that's really the big thing. I mean, everyone's kind of stressed when it comes to a closing date, and and there's a bunch of different moving pieces. We've got to click in together all at the same time to make it work by 4 o'clock on the day of closing, and just to be as organized and prepared. And most clients are. I mean, this is a big deal for people buying or selling a house, and
Oh yeah.
we try and just make it run as. Well, my job is to try and make it as smooth as possible for them to get the keys that day, to move in, or to get the money, that they stole.
Oh yeah. Oh goodness, yes. So what, as you know, you've been doing it for a little bit. So what's one of your favorite things about the job and about what you do?
There's no doubt it's the people, meeting all the different people that you got to work with. We've got the realtors, of course, who we work closely with. We've got lenders, pest inspectors, title insurers, home insurers. Our paralegals, they're vital to our work. And so working with all those people, getting to know new people, and getting to the closing table, especially if you're moving to Charlottesville, and just get to meet new people, talk about Charlottesville and the area, and hopefully it's an enjoyable process. So, yeah.
Awesome, man. That's great, man. Guys, I'm telling you what, Addison Barnhart, man, he is the man. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh, these guys over here, Grisham and Barnhart, they are awesome, fantastic. When it comes to closing, you gotta come here. I'm telling you what, guys, you gotta come here, man. Dude, I certainly appreciate you doing this with me.
Yeah, well, thank
if you
you very
guys
much.
have any more questions about the whole closing side, anything else, title insurance, whatever it may be, feel free to get in contact with me or Addison, or I can get you in contact with him. He'll get all your questions and your concerns taken care of. This guy's awesome. This place is great. Let me tell you. Like, comment, share. Do what you got to do with the video, man. Let me tell you, Addison thinks